Off we go.
Buongiorno, buonasera for our friends in Italy.
No.
Did you
Hold on, I didn't
did you
mute
mute?
everyone.
You didn't mute.
We're now muted.
Well,
There we go.
buongiorno one more time. Wherever you are. It's wonderful to see familiar faces, as Roya was saying. Also unfamiliar faces. And this is our small but growing community of people who appreciate traveling differently, because Esperienza is not really your usual travel company. We have nothing to do with tour operators or destination management. We are about people, about connecting directly with the people in Italy and celebrating with them that we are alive and well in this sometimes difficult to comprehend world. So today we're really here for a treat, because we're going to the place where Esperienza started, where the idea of Esperienza was born. The name of this absolutely extraordinary town, it's considered town in Italy, but its population 2,700. The name of this town is Pennabilli, and I was introduced to Pennabilli by a friend who wanted for me to know that there's so much beauty beyond grief, beyond sadness. And to do this, she took me to Pennabilli. We arrived there, and the first moment when I was there, I noticed the silence. A silence that surprised me and made me wonder where the miracles in this little town. And once we start walking up the hill, the miracles were just coming from left, from right, from everywhere. And I couldn't believe how a small town like this could have so much to offer. In the museum that Giovanna will talk about later, I was invited to become a volunteer, and one after another, we arrived to this moment we are today. But I'm not here to tell you the story of Esperienza. I just want to tell you that no matter where you are and what you are dealing with, Pennabilli is always there for you if you're looking for inspiration. So without further ado, let's introduce the two wonderful human beings who will be our guides to Pennabilli for an hour. Giovanna and her daughter, Caterina.
Hi.
Hello. So Giovanna, her grandparents and her mom, they were all born in Pennabilli. She strayed a little bit for a while, but she came back to Pennabilli, I believe, in 2006, and she's been involved with museums, with guiding people in Pennabilli, with so many cultural activities, above all, with the one and only Artisti di Strada festival. And she will talk to you about this. And Caterina, this wonderful young woman, she's just 18 years old. She's about to graduate from high school this year. And among others, she's very interested again in helping, volunteering for various cultural activities, but she loves nature and she plays the guitar. So that's a little bit of background about our guides. But now I'll give them the opportunity to take us to Pennabilli. Avanti.
You're welcome. Avanti. Avanti. Lo schermo? Mamma, vai. We have Yeah, we'll share a presentation. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Okay. Here we are. So, no.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Preview of coming attractions.
Yeah.
So welcome in Pennabilli. Our town is the name is correct. Is a town because the bishop lives here. So it's not it's a small, but it's a town, officially a town. And this is the entrance in the town of Pennabilli with the sign.
Yeah.
And you can read Montefeltro. That is the name of an ancient region. That is the name of the diocese of the bishop Montefeltro in the medieval time. And now I start, and Caterina give you
Yeah.
the word.
And here you can read that Pennabilli is a city which is friends with street artists, and we'll talk more about that later in when talking about the festival.
And just come back, please. Sorry. Here used to live, we will talk about later, a poet named Tonino Guerra. And you can see some cherry trees along the road. And he wanted to plant. So when you arrive in Pennabilli in this month, in March, you can see all these cherry trees with the flowers that are a wonderful entrance, a wonderful welcome for you when you will arrive here.
So this is where Pennabilli is in Italy. It's in the region of Emilia-Romagna, on the hillside. So, and the nearest bigger city is Rimini, which is right here on the seaside. And this is Pennabilli, kind of a bird's eye view of Pennabilli. This is the main church and the main square, and so yeah. So Pennabilli, yeah, this is a little map of the town where you can see all of the sort of main attractions, and mostly the widespread museum that Tonino Guerra built and founded here in Pennabilli. And Pennabilli, the name of Pennabilli comes from the union of the two castles of Penna and Billi. So this is Penna, this is Billi. And in the past, in the I think 1400s, they were at war with each other, and this war was going on for centuries and centuries until they finally made peace and united and formed the town of Pennabilli. And this union is symbolized by a stone which is in the main square, and a fountain was actually built on top of the stone to symbolize this and to celebrate this union and the birth of this town.
Aspetta. As well, you can see how green is the landscape here. We are in the Marecchia Valley along a river called the Marecchia, and we are really lucky because we stay in nature, full immersion in nature. So we can follow the season. We can see all white in the winter. We can see the blossom of cherry trees. We can see in autumn the landscape becomes orange and brown. So it's a lucky place to live.
Yeah. Okay. So here you can see more in detail the two castles. This is Billi and this is Penna. So as you can see, Penna is more inside the town center, the historic center of the town, and more people live here. While in Billi, there's only this building, which is a monastery, where some cloistered nuns live. And so yeah, there's also this connection with the church since the bishop also lives in the town. In Pennabilli.
The panoramic.
Oh yeah, here is this is the Roccione, which literally translates to big rock because there's a big rock. And from here you can see there's a very panoramic view of the whole Marecchia Valley. Do you want to add anything? And yeah, as my mother was saying earlier, we can see all of the different seasons very well because we're very immersed in nature. And especially this was 2012. It snowed a lot. It was I think 6 meters of snow, which for us was a lot, a lot. And so yeah, it was a great experience. And this photo was taken from Billi actually, so you can see Penna. And for the photographer, it was really hard to get up there because there was again a lot of snow. And
But the photographer is here because he's
my dad.
yes, and my husband that is just arrived. Enrico, I will introduce you because he arrived so family. Okay.
Ciao, hello. Hello,
Oh, ciao Enrico, ciao.
ciao.
Bellissima
And,
fotografia.
Grazie. Thank
And
you very much.
how was it was difficult to arrive with 6 meter of snow to arrive on the top of Billy, Enrico?
Yeah, it was a very strange thing that this color is natural, and every evening there was a 15 minute of this color, and me and Francesco, that is another video maker and photographer, we note these things, and we say we have to go there tomorrow at 6:45. And or 6:30 to arrive to 6:45, and to arrive there that usually take like 5 minutes walking, with the snow take 2 hours. So we walked 2 hours in the snow. There was like 3 meters of snow, and we was falling down inside the snow. And when we take this picture, there was you cannot see, but there was Francesco Zucchi that was keeping the camera from a hole in the snow, keeping me with the hand. Was really really strong. Then I say this to a photographer, and we opened the path a little bit like open a path in a wild territory. And the day after, go another photographer and take another picture at the same time in the same mode. It was very funny. And there is this one, and there is also I don't know if you show the other. From the other side. No, okay. There is every evening we go at the same time in different places with the same blue and orange color to take from different point of view. Anyway, it was very funny.
And difficult. Okay.
And oh no. Yeah, so to further celebrate the union between the two castles in 2014, was it?
2011.
2011, a tightrope walker walked between the two castles, and so connecting them again for the first time in centuries. And during the festival Artisti in Piazza, and
Sorry, before you can see
yeah, the crowd gathering here in
how
the
many
square.
people there was is during this festival we will talk about later. But this walking symbolized the agreement between Penna and Billy. And then after the festival, we leave the rope on for almost 1 year. And then, please.
Yeah, and the swallows used it to take off for spring, to get here in spring and to take off in winter when they reached for hotter countries.
Yes, one morning, me and Enrico, we now no more. We live in the country now, but we used to live in the town center. And so we wake up and just looking from the windows, there was this beautiful landscape with all swallows ready to go. Was wonderful. So I want to share with you with our wake up that morning.
Yeah. And yeah, so this is as you can see the town center.
Just a little tour in the town center, yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, the buildings are all they're all very sort of rustic in a way. And I really like that about Pennabilli because you can really get immersed in this old feeling, like yeah. And
it's a medieval town, so the center is on the top of the hill, so you have to walk in, come si dice camminare in salita?
walk uphill.
walk up, so you have to be a little un po' allenato.
Yeah,
Vive a
You
Pennabilli.
you have to be not trained, but you have to sort of like hiking to live in Pennabilli.
You go up and down, up and down.
Yes.
Please.
It keeps you
Yeah,
young.
here you can see. Sorry?
It keeps you young.
Yeah, it keeps you young. Here you can see sort of some glimpses into Pennabilli, and it's a very quiet life in Pennabilli. I mean, everybody knows everybody, so there's always I think that the town offers a very big support group for everyone. But at the same time, you can live a very quiet life if you want to.
And as you
yeah.
can see in the pictures, even cats
Yeah,
have a quiet
cats.
life. And the picture on your left is one of the main entrance in the castle of Penna, because the castle has some doors that in medieval time the soldiers close the door and then nobody can enter in the castle and they stay safety.
Mm-hmm. And I think that here you can see the other main entrance to the Castle of Penna. This was in the 50s, I believe.
Yeah, but
And
the beginning of 20th century.
okay, earlier. So yeah, this was at the beginning of the 20th century, so in like the 1910s or something like that, I think. And this is what it looks like now. So as you can see, it hasn't changed that much. And I think that this is really beautiful about Pennabilli. So, because as I was saying before, it hasn't changed in thousands of years. And the lifestyle also hasn't changed. So there's a slower quality to life that I think is really beautiful and should be more widespread in the whole world, I think.
Yeah, I would like to talk about this once you're done with your presentation a little bit more,
Yeah.
because it's another miracle of Pennabilli.
Definitely. And yeah, it's also very linked to agriculture. The town, because the Marecchia Valley has a lot of agriculture. So yeah, as you can see, there's if you go on a daily walk, maybe you can meet some cows or some sheep. And yeah, you're very often in contact with nature and animals.
And here, the life, everyone, most of citizens of Pennabilli, they have an orchard, and if you wanna biologic food or simply food is easy to find because people around has, and homemade food and is good. For example, cheese and meat and so on, or vegetables.
Yeah. Right.
Some road. This is a beautiful house from Miriam, the historical town with the flowers. And from the road on your right, you can go on the top of the castle of Penna.
And oh yeah, and through the years, there have also been some very highly respected guests in
Important.
Pennabilli, like the Dalai Lama, which visited because of a 1,000-year-old relationship that Pennabilli has with Tibet. Because a monk from Pennabilli was actually one of the first people from Europe to visit Tibet and translate the Bible into the Tibetan language, so that Christian culture could be more widespread, but also to get in contact with Tibetan people and to start a cultural conversation, you know. And this is the testimonial of this. This bell is a copy from the bell that was the bell from the monastery that Padre Orazio della Penna founded in Lhasa. And these are Tibetan prayer rolls that you roll them, and it's like there's prayers written on them, and when you roll them, the prayers get like blown into the wind. And so yeah, this is at the top of the castle of Penna that we saw earlier, and this is the castle of Billi.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
these are two. The name is Tanka, and the nuns of the cloister, they uh, ac- um, they allowed to put two Tibetan things on the Catholic monastery. And Pennabilli is also a place where there is a dialogue between different religions. That in this modern time we need historical example of this way of speak with different cultures, different religion, and so on.
Yeah. So one of the most important people for Pennabilli's history and Pennabilli's culture is Tonino Guerra. Tonino Guerra was a poet and a story writer. He collaborated with Fellini in movies like Amarcord and che altri film?
Maybe some of you knows the director Federico Fellini. He won the Oscar. I don't know which year, but yes.
Yeah. And Tonino Guerra said about Pennabilli, said that Pennabilli is beautiful when you can reach a place where you find yourself.
As Anna said before,
Yeah,
is a place
exactly.
where if you take the inspiration from the place, you can find yourself or find quiet, stay quiet.
Yeah.
Aspetti qui, Olivia? Okay.
Mi dai le chiavi della macchina?
Sì. Sorry, just
Yeah, sorry.
I give the key of the car of my husband to my husband. Caterina,
So yeah, so
Caterina, vai un po' più piano perché gli dai molta informazione.
okay,
Forse non
clear.
riesco.
Certo. So yeah, as Tonino Guerra said, that Pennabilli is a place where you can find yourself. You can stop for a moment and live life a little bit slower, and in that time find yourself and find that. And Tonino Guerra used to live in this house, the house of the almond trees, La Casa dei Mandorli. And the almond tree is actually the first one to bloom in spring. And in fact, right now they're actually starting to bloom. So this is the house from outside, and it's very beautiful. It's full of these almond trees that have these white blossoms in the spring. And yeah. Tonino Guerra was a very very big promoter of this relationship that man should have with nature. He said that it's time that when we meet a tree, we should say good morning, Mr. Tree. So he was really vocal about this, and he yeah. So but
start a relation. When you meet the tree, he said, you have to start a relation, starting from say goodbye, good morning, Mr. Tree, and that means also to respect. He teach us in a poetic way to respect nature, just saying a welcome to nature, and then going on this poetic way of life.
And Tonino Guerra actually founded a museum, which is a widespread museum, which is all around the town, which is called Il Museo dei Luoghi dell'Anima, the places of the soul, literally translated. And it's again a museum which is all about the slowness. I don't think that's a word of life, and just finding a place to slow down and to have a moment of quiet. And and this is the entrance sort of to the museum, the Orto dei Frutti Dimenticati, orchard of forgotten fruits, which is an orchard filled with trees that grow plants that were forgotten in the sense that they were not cultivated anymore. And so it's a way to honor these plants that were forgotten
and honor biodiversity, because there are still these ancient fruit trees around in the country. But when we go to to buy when you go in shops. We can find the same fruit all over the world. For example, there are thousand and thousand kind of apples, but we can find 10 or 20 in shops. And Tonino Guerra say that, but he do this in a poetic way, and then the science make his work. But he say to us, we have to save these seeds, this taste, but also to preserve biodiversity.
Yeah. And this is the inside of the Orto dei Frutti Dimenticati, the orchard. And these are paintings made by Tonino Guerra. And yeah. And inside the orchard, as you can see, it's full of these trees and these doors. This one with some snails on top of it. It represents again slowness and this is actually all of the stones are from different churches around the valley. And to also honor these churches that were again most of the times forgotten.
Yes, but not for religious reasons, but where there is a little church is the place where there is a little community, a few houses where farmer used to live, where people help each other. So it's a way to say to us that places that now maybe are empty or abandoned are important places where you can stay there and hear the sound of silence and find your and maybe think about yourself, think about your way of life if you want, or think about nothing, just to take a stop for a while, for an hour, for a long time, as you like. But are places in which you can find your soul, and this is
the door of fantasy.
Yes,
called?
the Arch of Fairy Tales, and it's like a symbolic entrance. And Tonino Guerra say that when we pass through this arch, you have to forget everything. Just forget, live your life, your
issues.
Your normal life, daily life outside from the arch, and when you pass, you start another to count the time in another way, and your thought becomes different, and that obviously is an invitation. We just try. The poets say, I suggest you to do. It's wonderful.
And yeah, these are other places in the museum. At the start, again, there's the snail, which is an encouragement to take a breath, take a moment, and reflect and slow down. And there's a phrase by Tonino Guerra, which is everybody is running, but they don't even know where they're running to. È così, no?
Sì,
okay. And it's to say that in modern day society we are all running just pointlessly, and running too fast. And this is the Sanctuary of Thoughts, Santuario dei Pensieri. Scusa,
yeah. But here there are some stones, and Tonino say that are some mirrors not for our face, but mirrors for our soul. So you can stay there in this little garden, really in there is no noise, no rumors, nothing, and use the stone as mirror. Give your bad words or good words to the stone in the way that we can see ourselves in the stones.
And all around the museum, a common theme is sundials. that we can use both to keep the time and also to, for example, in this case, to commemorate Federico Fellini and his wife, Giulietta Masina, which were friends of Tonino Guerra. And so in this sundial specifically, these are two doves and on these branches. And the shadow at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the shadows meet and they kiss, symbolizing again the love between Federico Fellini and Giulietta Masina. And this is another sundial which is used to just to tell the time. And there's 7 sundials.
Yes. So in Pennabilli, when we walk around, if you wanna know what time is it, we just look this wonderful painting, and if it's noon, the shadow is just in the middle, or the sunset, or so. Is a poetic way to calculate the time in Pennabilli.
Pennabilli è
Tonino,
pieno di miracoli e raccontare di tutto sarebbe impossibile, dobbiamo lasciare un po' anche un po'.
sì, ma
Yeah.
Sì, forse
and the wife of Tonino is Laura, that
Yeah.
lives here. Vai avanti.
Okay, so this is the festival that we were talking about earlier. It's called Artisti in Piazza. And it takes place every year in the first 2 weeks of June, around the first 2 weeks of June. It's an amazing event, at least in my opinion, because so many people that don't know Pennabilli come here to see art from all around the world. It's performative art, so that's puppeteering, theater, music, dance, and all sorts of things. And so there you can see that there's a circus tent where there are shows during the day, but at night there's concerts. And all the town is also filled with people because during the day the shows are all around the town center. And yeah, so I'll show you some examples. This was from a few years ago, and here in the background you can see that this castle that was built entirely out of cardboard by an artist. And it was
Yes.
made with the help of volunteers and with the help of the public. So it was again a common effort to build this castle in the town square. And then there was also the ritual of taking it down actually I think the following day. And yeah. So, and here again, you can see people in the crowd and these amazing shows that take place during the festival. Again, yeah, but some concerts, and this is the festival at night with a concert inside the circus tent. And if you want, we can see a short video about the festival.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
don't think. Wait, I'll stop sharing and start sharing again because I'll have to share the audio. So yeah, this is the festival and
A small town but big heart.
yeah. Wait, how do I get back to the presentation?
Giallo?
Sorry. Jessica. Wait. I okay.
Difficult to switch, but
Yeah,
possible.
Okay, so we're here. And sorry. The same organization, the same that organizes the festival also organizes other events in Pennabilli. And there's, for example, a Manouche Jazz Festival in the winter, and another festival also in the winter about typical dances from Pennabilli, Pennabilli and Italy and in general the region of Emilia-Romagna.
But during Artisti in Piazza, really, during the festival, you have seen there is a magic atmosphere, really. There are some people that comes here since they was young. Maybe they fall in love here during the festival, and now their children come here. And so really there are people that comes here from the beginning. That was in the 1997. And here works for this festival all
The whole town.
yeah,
Yeah.
we are 300 people working on this festival, and like a big family. There is a big family of people that works for the festival, but also the people that comes to see the festival is a big family. Becomes
Yeah.
in year after year becomes a big family.
Yeah, and a lot of people actually came to Pennabilli for the festival for the first time, whether because they were artists or because they just liked it. And some people even stopped to live here afterwards.
Yeah.
And they're now members of the community.
Yeah, there are two guys from Spain that comes to lives here. One girl's from Swiss that bought a house here, and now she stay here. And other peoples that decide to live in Pennabilli after the festival, after take part to the big family of Pennabilli.
And I don't think we have time for this, but it's very beautiful. It's not it's around 10 minutes video. If you want to watch it,
No.
we'll
But-
send the link maybe to Anna if she can share it with you. And it was made actually by the two guys from Spain that came to live here
Yeah.
after the festival, and it's
traditional dance.
yeah, this is traditional.
30 seconds.
Yeah. And there's also other museums in Pennabilli. This one
Giusto
is
gli argomenti,
yes,
sì.
yes, yes. This one is about maths and informatic, and yeah, it's Mateorica, it's called. There's a museum about nature with all the animals from the Marecchia Valley.
Stuffed animals.
Yeah, stuffed animals and this is from the Museo Diocesano, which has got all the artwork from the dioceses, and it's very beautiful artwork. I really recommend visiting it. And
She's Anna. She lives near the theater, and once she visits the museum and is painting her mother has done. So she came in the museum looking for of the painting of the mother.
This is the museum of Tonino Guerra, so showcasing a bit of his artwork and all of the various things that he did. And oh yeah, and in Italy, of course, food is very important to us. So there's a lot of typical dishes from the Emilia-Romagna region. So this is tagliatelle, which is a type of pasta.
Wait. Let's do a quiz. Let's do a quiz.
Yeah.
Let's ask people if they know what is this.
Yeah.
These dishes. Can anyone help?
Who knows what piadina is? Yeah. It's simply to cook piadina.
Yeah.
Just flour, water,
And
Olive.
olive oil,
Yeah.
and yeah. So these are pastatelli, which is a type of pasta eaten with broth. They're really good, I think. And a piadina is a type of flatbread. It's usually stuffed with prosciutto, or in this case, we can see it with
Rocket.
cheese. Yeah, rocket and cheese. Um, Tagliatelle is a type of pasta. With it's usually the typical sauce to eat with tagliatelle is ragu, so meat sauce, and yeah, it's very nice. And here you can see tagliatelle with truffle. Which is also typical here in, scusa, which is you can find it very easily, not very easily, but you can find it around Pennabilli in the area. So there's a lot of people who go hunting for truffle with their dogs. And this is panzanella.
This is a simple food from farmers and made with bread and vegetables. Just you put the bread in few water.
It's stale bread that is you put it in water, and then you add tomatoes, celery, cucumber, and basil, I think.
It's simple, cheap, but really fresh for summer.
Yeah,
it's good food.
Very good, very refreshing.
This is a typical all cake, also simple with the things that people has at home, has in the farmer.
Yeah, it's coppo di latte. It's similar to creme brulee.
Yeah, it's called coppo di latte and is made by milk and eggs and sugar. Just simple, but really tasty. My mother and my grandmother with the tagliatelle, my mother Rachele, my grandmother Tona, cooking while I was studying some years ago. There are my books, and with tomatoes, she was preparing the tomato sauce for the tagliatelle, for the pasta. Yes, some family life.
And at Easter time, we eat this pagnotta, which is, I think inside it has raisins and... Cosa c'è dentro la pagnotta?
Yes, just see uvetta.
Raisins.
We say uvetta raisins, and is a typical cake for in Easter that we used to eat in Easter time. Now when you walk near the bakery, you already
you can already smell it. Yeah,
smell because they are prepared, still already preparing. Yeah.
Right now we're going to talk about life in Pennabilli.
Just show you some pictures about life. Some I take some pictures, some photos this morning in the market.
And this is Pennabilli, the main square in, I think, the 50s?
1900. Inizio del 1900.
Okay, at the beginning of the 20th century. And
vai pure avanti.
Yeah, ok, va bene, scusa. Ok, dico qualcosa?
No, it's simply...
This is Gianni, which is another main character of Pennabilli's history. And he was great friends with Tonino Guerra. And he actually was one of the people who convinced Tonino Guerra to stay and live here in Pennabilli.
And Gianni knows every stone of the town, every trees, every leaf, every really the he's a lover of the town of the valley. And near there is Bruna, that is just an ancient lady that lives here with Luigi. Anna knows Luigi that lives, was the doctor of Pennabilli. Now he's still alive, but he is no more
He's
doctor.
retired, yeah.
Retired, okay.
Yeah, again, life in Pennabilli. This is Gianni just cutting someone's hair in the garden in the backyard of our home. I think it's my grandma.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, because in the white and black photos you can see the young Gianni
Oh
here.
yeah, this is young Gianni.
With my grandmother, and many years later, because he was, come si dice parrucchiere?
Hairdresser.
Hairdresser. He was cutting in the same place to my mother hair. And then in Easter time, I used to decorate my fencer in town, and so was Gianni with my husband Enrico.
And yeah, there's a few
City life.
Yeah, city life. There's a few
And
bars.
Franca cleaning, she cleaned after the market, and this.
Oh yeah, this is an apicar. It's a very popular mode of
Very
transport
popular.
here.
Young boys is the first way to move here
Yeah.
in the valley, because you need something, but the bicycle is not so easy. So you need a motor or something. So the upper car everyone has.
Yeah, because at 14 you can already get a license to drive this. And yeah. Oh, this is some typical music from Pennabilli, because every year on the 6th of January, which is the Befana, there's this tradition which is Pasquella, where these people go around and serenade people from and with typical traditional songs. And this was last year, I think.
Voy a chiesarmi la porta, che di fora c'è la morta, che di casa c'è l'allegria. Più forte! Buona Pasqua e venia, che di casa...
Yeah.
Vai
So
avanti, vai avanti.
yeah. And this was the market this morning. Here you can see some people selling meat and I think it's salame, prosciutto, and some cheeses.
Yes, and the father of this man used to come when I was young, and now there is the son.
Yeah, it's a family tradition. Again, meats and cheeses.
Yes, it's fresh. And this is the
New
first
Year's, yeah.
New Year's party. Just a few seconds to.
We do this to celebrate leaving the old year behind and starting turning a new leaf and starting a new chapter in the new year.
So what I was saying, the big family of Pennabilli, we share really all important moment in our life. We share together. We
Yeah.
stay well here, and we share all together.
And
she's
this is the oldest nun that's in the convent.
almost 100 years. This is people this morning in front of the bar during the market, talking about I don't know what.
Yeah.
This is the barber shop. The school
bus, this is a bar which on Thursdays there's this initiative where people can go and present something and talk about what they're passionate about. And if you want to teach everyone in the town something, like maybe if you know how to crochet, or if you know something that other people might not know, you can go there and teach everyone about it, which I think it's a very beautiful initiative. And this is
The office from
the
where we
office.
are talking.
Yeah, this is this
here.
place. And this is the office of Artisti in Piazza, the festival. So you can see all of the different the posters from all different editions of the festival, and also other festivals that we've visited.
And this is an important part of the life here in Pennabilli, because we spend almost all year organizing the festival. That is in June, but we start from January. So if you pass here, you always see people here working for the festival.
Yeah. And this is a new space that we're starting to build. And it will be a space where people can go, and there's a radio, there's a place where you can record music, and there's also a workshop, and there's a co-working space, so it's supposed to be a place that is open to everyone in the town that wants to access it, and that can hang out there and spend time together. The market
with Sergio, that is an ancient man. He walked really slow, but even under the snow, under the rain, you always can meet Sergio going to the bar
every day.
So I really love this man, because when I'm tired, I think if Sergio goes out, I have to go out.
And this is one of my favorite places to hang out in Pennabilli. It's a bar called Circolino. This is from, I think, yesterday night. They were celebrating Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, and we learned to play mahjong and had some Vietnamese food. And they always have these very cool nights where you can meet people and hang out with your friends. And also they get to know other cultures apart from yours, and it's a very nice place. It's run by some girls who because the bar was closed, and they decided to open it back up, because it's also a place where old people usually go to play cards. So during the day, in the afternoon, they usually go there to play cards, and at night, younger people go there, and they make dinner sometimes, and yeah, it's very fun.
And I think we finished.
Yeah, we're done. Thanks.
Wow,
for staying with
that's
us.
on time.
So this is our life in Pennabilli. Way of life, simply, quiet, but full of wonderful things.
Yeah.
We just scratched the surface. Very small. So if I cannot wait to pack my luggage. I'm actually going to Pennabilli in April. I'm looking forward to spending time at Circolino, the ones that you just saw, with Luigi, the ex-doctor of the village, and with many other friends that we have. And of course, I'll embrace Caterina and Giovanna. By the way, aren't you impressed with Caterina and her English? And she also speaks German and Spanish.
Yes.
Oh, I study German. I wouldn't say I speak it.
Okay. She's shy. She's not shy. She's modest.
My English, I make some mistake, but we understand each other. But Caterina speaks very well.
If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
I just wanted to say one thing. This was a fantastic presentation, and it gives you a sense why we had to start Esperienza, really, because the idea is to share with others what we love, and you see, there's so much to love there.
Come and take part of the family. Yes.
Okay, questions?
And we can share with Anna too, and then she share with you one link. We have a radio here, web radio, that is Cosmic Fringe Radio. If you want to hear some music from the artist that comes in the festival, we are here. I suggest you to, but
Yeah.
because there is a good music.
Yeah, and there's also some podcasts. They're mostly in Italian, but one is in English.
Yeah.
It's called Outer National Artists. It's by a British man. It's very, very nice.
Yeah. And then a video that speaks about, again, about the festival named Arturo e la Balena that is really, really good.
Yeah.
9 minutes
Yeah,
video, yeah.
Yeah, if you send those things to Anna, we will share them with the group in a
Yeah.
follow-up email. I'm sure people would enjoy that. I know I would.
So I hope that you enjoy listening us speaking about our country.
It's quite a lovely place. I've spent some time there. The first year I went to Italy with Esperienza, I spent 4 days in Pennabilli after our trip, and it was delightful. It is a very nice place. There's lots of places to eat. There's lots of things to do. There's hiking, there's nature, there's all the museums. I haven't even still seen all the museums. So
I spent
Thank you.
about
Yeah.
spent about 4, maybe 5 hours in Pennabilli in
Yeah.
2024. As I mentioned before the presentation started, it was absolutely pouring. So we went to the garden, but we did not go into it. So I'll be back for the 2-week session in September, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing the town and hopefully meeting the two of you in person.
Yeah, we look forward to having you here.
Thank you. And I promise you, Mom, your English is probably better than my Italian.
one of the things that's nice about being in a small town when you're studying the language is that people have time for you to go as slowly as you need to.
Yeah, Zachary wants to say something, but you have to unmute yourself.
Eccomi. Una domanda impossibile rispondere, but I will ask it. In your own opinion, what is the most lovely season to visit Pennabilli?
Okay. For food and colors, autumn. And for walking around, springtime.
Yeah, I agree. I think springtime's the best.
Maggio?
Springtime.
Which month would you say?
Maggio. Sì,
yes. April, May better than April,
Yeah.
because April still could be cold. May is perfect.
So has it stopped raining by May?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
At least it's stopped snowing. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see snow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So shall we wrap up, Anna?
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about seeing all those pictures.
Mm-hmm. And maybe you can give us a little preview of what's coming next month.
Oh, that's a great idea. We will be in the presence of an extraordinary poet, a woman called Maria Angela Gualtieri. And she's not just a poet, she's someone who she's an actress, and the way she recites poetry, it's like listening to music. All the presentation will be in Italian. Some translation of some of the poems will be sent to you as well, but prepare to listen to the melody of Italian language. But there's also incredible meaning behind some of her poems. They're not easy to understand, even if you're Italian, because she goes and she breaks the mold of our usual thinking and introduces us to new ideas that we need time to comprehend. I've been listening to her poems for quite some time. And in preparation for the meeting, I've been listening again and again, and I keep discovering new things. So come for an extraordinary experience. Maria Angela Gualtieri is one of the most important Italian poetic voices of this century. And more, there's so much more to her. She also is the founder of a very famous contemporary theater, but we'll talk about this in March. Yes, March 28th, I guess. So stay tuned. Ciao. E grazie di cuore, Caterina and Giovanna.
Thank you so much. It was
Grazie
so
a voi.
good to hear from you and to learn about Pennabilli through your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you to you all.
Ciao.
Ciao. A presto.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. A presto.
Ciao.